What's good, everybody? It is the DSG boys. September 24th, Wednesday. Pod's coming off a series dub at home against the Milwaukee Brewers, who are looking like they're going to be the number one seed in the NL. Could have been a series sweep. Loved how they played. Going into today, they were winners of 4 straight. Lost today, tough L, but that's life. But this is DSG episode number 69. Nice. Mike Devine, how we living, bro?
Living good, man. Was pleased with the way that the boys played this week so far. Got another series to round out the regular season. Walk-off hit to clinch playoffs. Looking like we'll be on the road, barring some unforeseen circumstances, like a crazy choke by the Chicago Cubs. But regardless, feel really good about where the team's at. Excited to make the dance. All you got to do is make the dance, and then everybody has a clean slate. Doesn't matter if you win 160 games or if you win 80 games. As long as you make the dance, it's all good.
We're going dancing, bro. Shout out the Pods. Awesome way to clinch on Monday night, man. That was a crazy game. Back and forth. That was playoff baseball. Bradley Rodriguez getting that double play, 3-2 bases juice. Like that is the type of play that gets you hyped for October. What's awesome about where the Padres are at, guys? Hey, man, take the series this weekend against Arizona and just let it play out. Let it play out. Get healthy. Get your ducks in order. I think this Padres team has what it takes to go on a run. We just literally took 2 of 3 from Milwaukee. Couple things go our way. That Xander ball goes 2 feet further in the first inning today. Could have been sweeping Miami and go 5-6 against them this year. We went 4-6 instead. It happens. That is going to be the number one seed. How it's looking right now, and it might sound like loser talk, but I was talking to a Dodgers friend last night. Guys, the 4-5 is where you want to be. Facing the Cubs and facing the Brewers to make it to the NLCS is, if we're not going to get the bye, much better path than the Padres facing a team like the Mets or the Diamondbacks or the Reds, one of those teams that has to get hot right now. So whichever team makes it of those 3 will have gotten hot. So that's going to be a tough first round matchup. And then the Phillies are cracked. The Phillies are cracked, dude. So, we'll talk a little bit about playoffs a little later. Shout out to everybody in the YouTube chat. Shout out all the homies. Joshua, I know we haven't been streaming on YouTube, but we're back, baby. We're going to be streaming. We're going to be streaming some more. Bad news, though. It's going to be a high VAR episode, but we got to be honest. Ramon Laureano today fouls the ball off of his hand, fractures his finger. He will not be playing until hopefully we make it to the NLDS and we can see if he can play there. But he's not playing in that first series. That sucks. That sucks. Razor Ramon's been awesome. He's great defensive player, got a cannon, has made a couple awesome robberies. The one thing I will say is in the last 30 games, Ramon hasn't been raking. Like, let's not act like Ramon is batting, Ramon came over from Baltimore and was balling, red hot. Like one of the guys in the lineup that I wanted to see hit the most. He's cooled off a little bit. Is it good that he's hurt? Absolutely not. Do we want anyone on our team to be hurt? Absolutely not. Is it the end of the world when you have guys like Gavin Sheets, Ryan O'Hearn, Bryce Johnson can get in there and lay down a bunt? It's not the end of the world. But Mike, how are we feeling about the Ramon Laureano?
It's a tough break. This team, for what it's worth, has dealt with some pretty tough injury luck this season. If you really think about it, we missed a lot of Jackson Merrill, who's finally turned it on, and he looks like 2024 Merrill. Xander Bogaerts went down for a month in kind of the playoff chase. It's been a bit of an injury-stricken season. Michael King, the ace, goes down for quite some time. Yu Darvish has been in and out. But the team battles, man. And listen, I think there's one thing about Ramon. I know that he's going to work as hard as he can to get back on the field. But again, this is why it was so important to go and get O'Hearn and Ramon. Because if you run into an issue like this, where one of those deadline acquisitions that's like an impact player goes down, you have to have somebody that also is there to pick up the slack. O'Hearn, listen, we were all talking about it, right? Tatis has been out of the lineup the last few days because he's sick. When you really think about how the lineups were set up before Xander got hurt, there was the odd man out, and it was either Sheets or O'Hearn, sometimes both, right? Because they wanted Arise to play. This at least opens up the door, right, where you're going to have O'Hearn, Sheets, and Arise in the lineup every single day. Now, some people might say, like, obviously 3 lefties, you run into a bit of a tricky situation, especially if you're going to face Matt Boyd and Shota Imanaga, whatever. Shota.
Yeah, we
right?
got you.
So the argument, right, you have a lot of lefties in that lineup. That being said, last night, Ryan O'Hearn grand slam off a lefty. I get the maybe like the underlying metrics say they're not great and against left-handed pitching. That being said, like I've seen Gavin Sheets, I've seen Ryan O'Hearn hit lefties lately, and I haven't felt too bad about it. I've seen
Ryan O'Hearn.
I've seen Crone hit lefties. Crone's been going the opposite way, singles off of lefties. They're working good at bats. Luis Arise, it doesn't matter if you're a right-handed pitcher or a left-handed pitcher, he's going to swing. So listen, man, I feel like it is obviously sad that Ramon's down because he brings a lot to the team. He's a good defender, has a good arm. He's been struggling at the dish lately. And I think you got to play the hot hand in the playoffs. And Ryan O'Hearn's been on fire. Gavin Sheets has been on fire. Luis Arise has heated up this week. So, like, it is bad, but it's also like these guys get to step up and the hot hitters get to hit, right? So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Ryan O'Hearn's stats against left-handed pitchers since arriving in San Diego. This is from our homie Clark Fahrenholt. So shout out Clark. 171 weighted runs created, 412 WOBA, 967 OPS, and 3 dingers. Hit that grand slam last night. He's good. Ryan O'Hearn. Sorry.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was going to say you'd make the argument that either him or Sheets are going to be the odd man out if Ramon's healthy because they're going to play Laureano. So who's not playing?
That's classic. Sorry. If you're listening at home, my fiance just hopped in. She hit it with the what's that movie? It's like Here's Johnny, where she comes in with the
the Shining.
No, I like where the Pods are at, man. Like I said, I like Ryan O'Hearn and Sheets both being in the lineup. Huge. The beef, you're correct. Laureano's defense will be missed. I think Schilt in the post-game show mentioned that Sheets will play left. Sheets has played a decent left field. He's played a decent left field this year.
Why would O'Hearn not play left field? Are they DHing Arise and playing O'Hearn at first? Like,
probably.
Move. Okay.
Well, I'm just saying that's what they're saying, that Sheets will get some time in left field.
This is going to be a bold take, dude. And this might be stupid. Obviously, you want Sheets and O'Hearn in the lineup at the same time. That being said, is it valuable to have one of those guys come off the bench in a big pinch hit spot if you have a guy like Freddie Fermin coming up instead of pinch hitting a guy like Bryce Johnson?
Well, that's why you needed O'Hearn or Laureano to play.
No, I know, but I'm saying in this scenario, right? Let's take Laureano out of the equation. He's not stepping on the field in Chicago. In this situation, is it crazy to say you don't sacrifice the defensive aspect of baseball and you play Bryce Johnson in left field? Now listen, hear me out. It's a dumb take, don't get me wrong. But Bryce Johnson swung the stick pretty well from the right side. He has I think he has like a 380 average on the season. He gets the job done with bunts. You sacrifice offensive production for good defense, good base running, and then in a big moment when they bring in, some right-handed flamethrower, instead of having Bryce Johnson go up there, then you put in Gavin Sheets in a big pinch hit moment for Freddie Fermin or somebody along those lines. I'm just saying I think it gives you a little bit more flexibility. I know that people in the chat are cooking.
Yeah, I mean, Mike, I love you, brother. You gotta have Sheets as bad in that lineup. Bryce Johnson is an awesome fifth outfielder. Bryce Johnson should not be starting a playoff game for the San Diego Padres. If he's starting a playoff game, we're probably not. We're probably in a really, really bad spot.
Hey, I'm just saying,
Bryce Johnson isn't hitting you a home run with
who is okay. So here's my question.
Is Sheets defense? No, listen to me. Is Sheets defense that drastically worse than Bryce Johnson that it's worth not having his bat in the lineup?
I will put it this way. If Gavin Sheets misplays a ball in left field during the playoffs, every single fucking person and their brother will be on Twitter complaining that somebody who's not defensively sound is playing in the outfield. I promise you. And I will.
People on Twitter are just dumb in general.
You can clip this so that if something happens in the playoffs in left field and there's a misplayed baseball, everybody on Twitter will be complaining. I agree we need the pop. Listen, guys, this is a fucking podcast. I'm not creating the lineup. I'm bringing up okay? I'm not.
Right, that's a good.
On Tuesday night when they're in Chicago, guess who's not drawing up the lineup card? This guy. I'm bringing up scenarios. This is what we do. We can't agree on everything. Okay? So here's my deal. I'm being honest. If he misplays a ball in left field, right? Hypothetically, and your cat is screaming in the background. Hypothetically, if he in chat, I'll just take over for a second as he goes and takes care of his kitty. He misplays a ball in left field. People are going to complain, and that's fine. If you're willing to sacrifice a potential defensive risk out there for a potential knock, right? Like, be honest.
Yeah, I feel you.
I'm just saying it's food for thought, because here's my question, Matt. Tell me right now, big situation comes into play for the Padres in the playoffs. You need a pinch hitter. Who are you pinch hitting? There's no one off that bench. You're going to pinch hit either Bryce Johnson. You're going to pinch hit
Elias.
You're going to pinch hit Elias Diaz, Bryce Johnson, Jose Iglesias, Mason McCoy.
Hey, the Mighty Mouse, Mason McCoy.
Who? That's my point. Like,
Ramon going down really does screw us in that aspect, that one aspect. Also, just wanted to reach out to the L dude. Matt, are you okay? It looks like you haven't slept in a couple days. Guys, this is just how I look, man. I literally just took a nap. Like, honestly, I get some of these comments sometimes. They're like, it looks like you're on a fat bender. I'm like, dude, man, I just get fucking fried on this shit. This is just how I look. So, so be it. Oh, Jose Iglesias off the bench, pinch hit.
Yeah, but like, again,
I mean, personally, I love that. Jose Iglesias has been kind of raking lately.
Yes, I like Jose.
Hey, Jose
when he pinch hits.
The best thing that could happen to the Padres is Jose Iglesias' song that he just dropped catching a little steam, because that motherfucker, if there's one thing Jose Iglesias is going to do, he's going to come through with a big hit, not because he wants the team to win. He wants to promote that song. Every round that goes further, every round the Padres go further this year, Mike, the more promo opportunities he has for that song.
You're not lying.
Jose Iglesias against the Cubs. Let's say it's game 3. Game 3, Cubs, Pods, they bring in, Placenta or one of their crazy relievers. Iglesias is up there. I know he's coming through with a hit strictly because he wants to promote that song. He will do whatever it takes. After they clinched the playoffs, he came out with that song, the sign, and it just said his song's name. That dude's an elite promoter, bro. He's like Mac. He's like peak Vince McMahon.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. I don't mind it. My whole thing, and I'm not saying personally, if I'm setting the lineup, I'm not playing Bryce Johnson in left. I'm bringing up the idea. I'm bringing up the concept.
Yeah, it's good to bring up an idea.
Now, let's talk about, let's get off the lineup topic. Pods playing in Chicago. Cubs, I think, are up 4-0 right now. It's pretty much locked up. We're playing in Chicago.
There's no way the Cubs blow this game.
There's no way. Give me your game 1, 2, 3 starters. And
let's do it. Hey, Tuesday. Unfortunately, looking like it's going to be a day game, is from what I'm hearing.
If we play in Chicago, or
in Chicago, I'm going to say game 1.
All 4
Game 1, who I'm giving the ball to, nobody better the Canadian Destroyer, Blicky P, bro. Blicky P. Hey, give me something, baby. Game 2. Right now, game 2, I kind of need to see how he pitches on Friday night. It also kind of hot take. It kind of depends on
if they win or lose game 1.
Win or lose game 1. So if they lose game 1, game 2, I'm going King. If they win game 1, I'm going Darvish game 2, King game 3.
All right, I'll give you mine. Game 1, I agree with you. I'm going Nick Pivetta. All right, that's not a debate on me or for me. Game 2, if you win game 1, I'm going Michael King. Now, game 2, if you lose game 1, and this is going to be controversial, I'm going with Dylan Cease. Okay, and the reason I'm going with Dylan Cease is because at this point, you have 2 options, right? What are you going to pitch? You're going to pitch Michael King in a do-or-die game, a guy who's thrown like 50 innings this year. He's been hurt all season. You Darvish, Cookie Darvish, he's due to give up 1 to 2 home runs.
That's a good point.
Or you just say, fuck it, and go with the guy who strikes out 8+ a game and just pray on your life that he finds it. And then in game 3, if it gets to 3 and you lose game 1, you win game 2 and you don't sweep the Cubs, game 3, give me a fucking bullpen game. You pay so much money for this bullpen. You go out, you get Mason Miller. I want to go straight down the line of all of our demons, one by one, Estrada not included. I'm telling you, this is exactly what I'm doing. I'm starting off the game with a guy like Wandy Peralta, okay? I'm going next with a guy like David Morgan. I'm making Mason Miller get his ass out there and throw 2 fucking innings. More at home, throw 2 fucking innings. That's the only way that you are going to win this series. Or the third option in that game, you piggyback a guy like Michael King with the pen and you have King go short. I don't know how much I trust Michael King in the playoffs, to be completely honest. He's been very wild.
Mike, I don't mean to cut you off, brother. Have you the text we've sent about Dylan Cease this entire year, man? You're really going to say you trust? You're really going to say game 2? If Mike Schilt puts out, let's say we lose a heartbreaker game 1 on Tuesday. You know, we blow the lead in the 8th inning and we lose by 1 and we're all down bad. And we go on Twitter on Wednesday and the game's at 4 and you see Dylan Cease is getting the bump. First batter for the Cubs, 4-pitch walk. What are you thinking?
Funny. What I'm thinking is that it's a short leash. The second thing I'm thinking is imagine they start Michael King and Michael King gets out there in the first inning, he can't find the zone.
Yeah, and then you do the same thing. You do the same thing as Dylan Cease. Okay. Maybe have Dylan Cease ready.
Or do the vice versa. But I'm saying that I think Dylan Cease is more warmed up. Michael King is not ready to pitch high leverage right now, in my opinion. He is not, Matt, he's thrown 2 games in like the span of 4 months. He's thrown 3 times. That is not a lot of pitching to do going into a playoff series. Do I think that they're going to use him in the playoffs? Absolutely. Do I think that he's going to be the Michael King that we saw against the Atlanta Braves last year? I don't. So I'm just saying, like, Dylan.
Well, I mean, I understand what you're saying there.
I like this. Dane has a great thought in there, and I would love this.
Thoughts on starting Randy V game 2? Honestly, if we get a win game 1, put Randy V out there for.
Who's earned it more, Matt, on this team?
Randy V deserves it.
Who's the second pitcher that earns a start in the playoffs more than Nick Pivetta, or more than anybody else outside of Nick Pivetta? Randy Vasquez. I
made a video this morning. If you look at the Padres stats from this season, without a doubt, there's no argument. Second best pitcher on the team, Randy Vasquez. 132 innings, 3.70 ERA. Underlying metrics don't love him. It's all good. Randy's the unsung hero is what Chad says. Couldn't agree more, Chad. I want to tell you guys this. We are most likely, like we said earlier, going to Chicago and playing the Cubs on the road. The winner of the first game of these wildcard series, the last 3 or 4 years, wins the wildcard series. It's literally the first game is everything. I need the Padres to play that first game like it's a 163. That is the game you have to win. You have to win that first game. We lose that first game, we're arguing over fucking peanuts right now. because there hasn't been a team that's won the next two. There hasn't. So there hasn't. It's true. It's a hey. If fact check me if I'm wrong. Hand up. But since the wild card series has begun, the team that wins the first game wins the series, every single one. So you have to go balls to the fucking wall. For example, Mason Miller hasn't pitched since he walked in the runs against Detroit or whoever we were playing against Chicago. Mason Miller, Adrian Morejon, Robert Suarez, all the big dogs. Game one, you fucking go balls to the wall. You hope Nick Pivetta gives you 5 to 6, but if he doesn't, quick hook. There's a real argument. You have a guy like a Yu Darvish ready to fucking go out of the pen. Or is it crazy for me to say Randy Vasquez could be a guy if Pivetta struggles? You put Randy V in for 2 or 3 innings. You have him as kind of a long relief guy. Randy V's been a bullpen. He's been a bullpen guy in the past.
But what's the score? I'm not arguing or not saying no.
No, I know. I was just saying.
What's the score in that scenario where you bring in Randy Vasquez? If Pavetta's struggling, like, are we tied or are we down a couple runs? If we're down,
I'm saying Rand. The only way I'm taking Nicky P out of the game is if he really doesn't have it.
Has Pivetta pitched in the playoffs before?
Padres 2020 lost game 1, won the next 2. Is that true? I thought we lost.
That is true, I believe, actually. Yeah, we got smacked game 1, I think. I do think that's actually ironically correct, and it's our team as well.
That's a good point. Yeah, my bad.
Oh, man.
My fault, OG.
Also, 2020 is a fake season, so it gave us some good Tatis moments. We're glazing the boys. That's great. There is one guy, and I hate to do this.
WHADDA?
No. Obviously, Manny needs to figure it out. He admitted
4Ks is crazy.
4Ks is crazy. Manny needs to figure it out. I have faith that he will, and if he doesn't, he'll never hear the end of it. So the one person that I think, and I think they have to be left off the postseason roster. We talked about it.
Yeah, you say it. I mean, I get it.
I just can't see this. Like, I know that if he's on the roster, Schultz is going to use him. He deserves to be on the roster because of how hard he's pitched and how much he's pitched. You cannot have Jeremiah Estrada throwing innings right now. You can't. He's
automatic run.
He's given up 12 home runs this year. That is too much. There's some slug on the Cubs. They obviously haven't been hitting the best lately, but still they have guys that can run into one every now and then. That Moises Bastellaros guy is raking. You cannot put him in a high leverage situation. If he's on the roster, the only time you can pitch him, in my honest opinion, is if you're down a lot of runs and you need on game 1, for example, to just get to game 2, right? You can pitch him then. He is not trustworthy in high leverage right now. Matt, today.
I couldn't agree more.
When's the last time he had a win?
I love Chella Jerry.
I love Jerry, bro. I love Jerry, and it sucks because I think it's a majority mental right now or fatigue. He hasn't had a clean inning since I can remember.
Yeah, man. He's been struggling.
In like 2 months, he hasn't had a clean inning. So, like, you cannot say, hey, we're going to go out there with our best guys and win this game. And at the moment, throw Jerry because he's not one of the best guys at the moment. Like, I think if you're ranking Penn right now on who to pitch and ranked from number 1, like, we'll go number 1 most important down to 5. Number 1 most important, obviously just because of where they have him, is Suarez.
Yeah.
Number 2, Mason Miller. Number 3, Morejon.
Yeah.
Number 4,
I'd say 2A, 2B.
2A, 2B. Number 4, I'm going Wandy. And number 5, I'm going David Morgan, to be completely honest.
Yeah. I mean, the
Actually,
thing that's really interesting.
I take Wandy and Morgan back. I might even throw fucking Brasley. Like,
yeah.
100 off the nose out of paint, 100 on the black. Like,
demon. Ronnie Marinaccio, too. Like,
they sent him down.
I know they sent him down, but like, bro, the only issue I have sometimes with Mike Schill, and I've learned to kind of love it about him too, because there's moments where I'm like, this guy, you got to pull this guy out, and they get out of it, and you can tell like it's a confidence booster for the player, right? Or like if one of the guys that's been struggling finally gets a big hit, you're like, oh, that's awesome. But Schild is such a player's manager that sometimes I feel like he wants to be friends with these guys more than he wants to actually put the best player. Jeremiah Estrada right now has not been a good pitcher for about 2 months. If we're going into a playoff series, I want the bullpen filled with guys that can actually go in and get me an out. Ron Marinaccio right now is better than Chellier, 100%. Anyone with 2 eyes can tell, at least for the past month, he is a better pitcher currently. It's just like anything, right? Hey, right now, Manny Machado has a 610 OPS and a 205 average, striking out like crazy since the trade deadline. Is Manny Machado a bad baseball player? No. Is Gavin Sheets better than Manny Machado when he comes up to the plate as of the last 2 months? 100%. Same thing, same exact thing with Ronnie versus Jerry. I think you have to just straight up fuck people's feelings. Put the best team you could possibly get on that plane to Miami.
It's not going to happen.
Chicago. It's not going to happen.
I'll tell you who's getting left off right now.
It's not going to happen, and God forbid, game 3, Jerry gets in there and we're up 2-1 in the 7th, and he gives up a fucking, 3-2, chitter down, misses, next pitch, fucking homer, and we end up losing. I'm going to be...
Who would you have thrown? Who would you have thrown? Listen, I will say this. I'm telling you, left off this roster. It's pretty obvious, right? It's pretty obvious. They're leaving Brasley off. Ronnie Meatballs or Ronnie Marinara is being left off. Is Morgan a toss up? Like, who are they going to leave?
Yeah, no, they'll keep Demo. They better fucking not put Yuki on that team.
They're probably going to. Schildt's in love with Yuki, dude. Like, he has his favorite guys and he pitches them into the dirt. And I'm fearful with how shitty our starting pitching's been lately that these guys are going to find themselves in the game, in the playoffs.
I mean,
you're going to see Yuki Matsui face fucking goddamn Ian Happ in a big moment. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Yuke. I will say this. The win against the White Sox has been sick. I think I want to level set with the fan base a little bit. I'm going to be completely blunt. This time next week, the season could be over.
Oh, yeah.
100%. So, what we're going to do at the DSG and what we suggest you to do, fucking ride with the boys. And what if Schilt makes a dumbass move, man, wasn't the year. If, Manny goes 0 for 8 with 8 Ks, fuck it. We got him for another 10 years. So, sometimes in life, you got to just accept where you're at. Tatis has fucking norovirus or whatever the hell he is, bro. Hopefully he gets better. There's a lot of shit that can happen. But what's fire is the Pods are in the dance. We could be fucking Sleepy Bob and the Giants right now. You're playing the Cardinals today at a night game in San Francisco. They're handing tickets out on the marina. They're handing tickets out. They're like, hey, please come to this game. Please, we need you. We need people to come to the game. You could be the fucking Arizona Diamondbacks fighting for their life. We're good right now. We are guaranteed. Guys, we're guaranteed playoff baseball. We're guaranteed playoff baseball. And it's looking like we're playing the Chicago Cubs, who have lost 5 straight. Oh, they're beating the Mets? Fuck the Mets. The Mets are ass. The Mets are ass. The Chicago Cubs bullpen is fucking dog shit. It's dog shit. I'm not saying the Padres are world beaters, but if you can get to the bullpen early against the Chicago Cubs, you can win those games.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the Cubs lineup right now. Michael Busch, former Dodger, 30 homers, leads their team. PCA. I have comments about PCA and how I think of him as a player that I'm not going to say on this podcast because I know it might come back to bite. But let's just say, if you know anything about the DSG, we don't like reverse jinxing. If I could be completely honest about PCA, that might come back as a reverse jinx of what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Seiya Suzuki's been ass. Ian Happ, overrated. Dansby Swanson's known for his fucking girlfriend, who is the soccer player. Fuck the Cubs, bro. Honestly. Hey, I said it. Fuck the Cubs.
I love how you go. I love how you go. The PCA is going to be the reverse jinx, and then you just shit on every single one of those guys.
I am telling you right now, we're guaranteed 2 playoff games. Fuck the Cubs, man. Give me the Cubs. Give me the Brewers. You're telling me right now the Padres, it's looking like we're going to Wrigley. Flying to Wrigley on Monday night. Get a little Portillo's. Show up to Wrigley on Tuesday.
Wherever Tatis went last weekend, he better not go again.
Win 2 games in Chicago. When I'm back in Chicago, I feel it. Hey, motherfucker, how about you feel it? How about you feel it by hitting a couple homers? That's what I'm talking about. Jackson Merrill, Mike? Jackson Merrill? I'm getting hyped right now, brother. Jackson Merrill, he's red hot right now. Give me a Jackson Merrill masterclass. Give me Fernando Tatis Jr. Hey, that's a playmaker. Hey, that is what I'm talking about. You give me Tatis healthy against the Cubs. You give me Manny Machado. Hey, Manny, people are calling you a fraud on Twitter. I know you don't really care. Hey, drink a little Clase Azul on the plane and give me a couple fucking knocks, dude. Nick Pivetta, demon. I'm rooting with these guys. I'm taking work off. Tuesday. I need the official time for the game. Great point, Miss Do It All. We were scared to go to Citi Field 2022. Josh Bell, first inning. First inning. Josh Bell, dinger. Trent Grisham, masterclass. You beat Scherzer. You beat DeGrom. We're on to LA. You're telling me this year? Who did we beat game 2?
Game 2.
Oh, no, we lost. Yeah, we lost game 2 and then won game 3. My bad. You're telling me right now, Mike, the San Diego Padres, to make it to the NLCS, have to beat the Chicago Cubs, who we went 3-3 against this year, who haven't really been that great in the second half. And we have to beat the Milwaukee Brewers, who we went 4-2 against, who they pitched their best pitcher, Freddie Peralta, against us. We also had Randy V go 7 shutty against them.
Yeah.
That's not the fucking world beaters, man. It's wide open. So if I'm the Padres, man, if I'm Mike Schilt, sit these fuckers down and be like, hey, boys, Ramon's hurt. Hey, Jerry, you're throwing meatballs, all this stuff. All that matters. Starting the second the game ends on Sunday, nothing that happened in the regular season matters. Nothing. Brand new season. No one gives a fuck that the Brewers won 98 games. No one gives a fuck that the Padres have struggled against, left-hander, all this stuff. All that matters is Tuesday on ESPN. We'll be at fucking Danny Coyle's or wherever we're going to be watching. If Tatis starts it off with a bomb, boom, we're right in there. I can't wait, bro. The fact, imagine a month ago, bro. We're in the dance, man. Back-to-back years. Let's give a shout out. We're leaving the 2-run shot for Alvarez. Fuck yeah, Mets. I want to give a special shout out to the Padres organization. Then I'll let Mies, end the ep, and then we'll be back on Monday. Might do a playback stream on Sunday.
Man, you're wiping the fuck out of your nose stuff.
Sorry. Yeah, I mean, I can't catch a break with people, man. The San Diego Padres, for the first time since 2005, 2006, back-to-back years in the playoffs. We have to start to appreciate this is peak Padres. There's people that are in their 70s who have been fans their entire lives who this fucking guy. Mies is such an asshole for saying that, bro. Now everybody in the comment section is gonna act like I'm just yeah. I'm on the yeah. We're living in peak times, bro. I was telling you earlier, like when we have kids one day, like we'll look back, we'll be like, damn, bro, those teams were sick with like Cronenworth, with Manny, Tatis, Merrill, like all these, like we're in the times right now, dude. And you got to just appreciate it. Because guess what? No matter what, the baseball season's ending in about a month. Hopefully the Pods can win a couple games, win a couple series. Anything can happen in the offs. But I'm just trying to appreciate it, man, because this is a good ass team. And I think they can go. I think they can make some noise in October. There's not one team in baseball where I'm like, hopefully we don't play them. Like this year, the team that has the best record in baseball, we were couple pitches go our way today, a couple inches on pause, couple feet on the Xander homer from earlier. We sweep the Brewers.
Yeah. Here's the thing to consider too with the Cubs. You got if you get to game 3, if you don't win, game 1 obviously, or you lose game 2 or something, Game 3, I trust our staff more than I trust their staff. Cade Horton's been hurt right now, getting an MRI, right? They're dealing with some injury troubles.
Who's pitching for them game 1, game 2?
It's probably going to go Boyd 1, Shota 2.
I'm going to look up Matt Boyd's stats second half. He hasn't been good. He has not been good. And I know the Pods suck against lefties, but like, guys, he hasn't been that good. Let's look.
Also, let's shout out the chat. I don't know how to pronounce this. Paddock's X is to blame for Cease going downhill. All righty. Thank you for the donation. Richard Sherman, shout out Richard Sherman. Here's 10 for some tissues. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Richard Sherman. Don't put a sorry-ass receiver like Michael Crabtree on me. Right now, since August, Matt Boyd had a 4.5 ERA. September, a 6 ERA. Feed me to the Wolves, bro. Shota Imanaga. We got to probably work on pronouncing his name. It's probably not a good look. Stats. Let's look. Shota's stats are as follows. Career stats. Oh my God. What the heck? Stats 2025. Cool. All right. I'm looking right now. In July, he has a 4.9 ERA in September. Like, these aren't world beaters. We literally just have to go in, put up the at-bats that we had this week. Like, think about Mike. Freddie Fermin comes through with a hit in that spot today. We beat the Brewers 100%. Yeah. The entire podcast conversation is different if one guy gets a hit. That's why baseball is the best sport in the world. And guess what? Next week, if that situation happens and Freddie strikes out, it's football season. So that's what we got to we got to just enjoy it, man.
I'll wrap it up here. We waited in our conscious lives, right, since we started really understanding sports, 13, 14 years before we got to really witness a Padres playoff game. This is going to be the 4th season out of the last 6 that we're witnessing Padres playoff games. Who's to say 10 years from now how many seasons of playoff games we've seen since this week, but doesn't matter because this week is this week. We get to watch playoff baseball. All this team has to do is take it game by game. Anything can happen in the offs. You hit a hot streak, Tatis playoff riser. If he has a crazy stretch again, maybe Manny gets hot, Merrill gets hot. This is where players on your team become franchise legends, right? It doesn't matter if you're Tatis. It doesn't matter if you're Sheets, if you're Bryce Johnson, if you're Wandy Peralta. If you come through in the offs, people will remember you forever. Trent Grisham 2022, last year, Tatis went crazy. Profar making the robbing catch.
Yeah.
This is where people become legends. If Dylan Cease has a great playoffs, no one gives a flying fuck about the regular season.
Yeah, I mean,
Jerry pitches, and he pitches well in the postseason. No one cares about Chella Jerry being sketch. So this is about to be the time, clean slate, at most 3 more weeks of baseball. So everybody needs to, enjoy it while it's here.
God damn, bro. If I was like Triple H at NXT right now, I'm like, bring that man up to SmackDown. What a promo, dude. That's badass. All right. Hey, chat. Appreciate all you guys, even though all the ones that think I'm on drugs all the time. So appreciate you guys. And we'll be back Monday. Follow the DSG. Give us a like on YouTube. If somehow, some way the Mets can come back, we'll be at Petco Park we'll be at Petco Park if they host that series. And if not, and you're in the Bay Area, we're going to try to do a DSG sort of just like Pods fan watch party at a bar up here.
We'll probably rip a pre-series stream Monday, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah. 100%.
All right.
Dealer at the door. You're crazy, Trevor. All right. Peace.
Later, guys.